Podcast. We are now at episode 11. And with me, as always, actually, most recently, for the podcast, Zoo. How's it going, my fam? My guy.
Biggity balls, doing good, doing good.
And we have a special guest today who's actually going to be pretty much like the chime in when he feels like kind of guy. But he's been on our podcast before. Everybody welcome Mr. JM. What's going on, bud?
Thanks for having me back, man.
Not a problem, man. I appreciate it. Before we actually get in and start talking about UWA, we have some saddening news, and you think that you were going to get away with this from me, but you're not. I have to bring this up. So, we lost a couple E-Feds over the past month. UCW shut down. Saw that. Very saddening because their company, PvP wise, I'm straight shoot right now, PvP wise or whatever, has been one of the greatest things to watch within the WWE 2K community, the online call community as we like to call it. So they just most recently shut down. Sucks. It's horrible. But I hope that their roster will find homes. UWA. But on top of that, we've actually lost another promotion. JM, I'm sorry, bro. I know that, you got stuff going on or whatever like that, and you can't fulfill a weekly content type of thing right now. That's why I'm glad that you allowed us to acquire one of your top stables over there in JM Pro. Scumbag Nation. So hype. They will be making their debut come 2K19. Just want to let everybody to know that. So, but yeah, thanks for introducing me to them. They're actually very level-headed people away from the ring. They know what they want from UWA. They want to be here, and I'm very
talented too. So, I knew that once I closed down JM Pro, there was a lot of talent. I didn't want to just be out of a job, so I was happy that you were interested. Happy to give them a good referral and go to a good company.
Well, I mean, we just acquired. It's not just like we acquired a tag team and a women's talent or a stable as talent. We actually acquired 3 very business intelligent individuals, and they know what they want, how they want their career directed. They know what their overall goal is in UWA and how long they want to be here. To me, when I was talking to Ra, he was pretty much like, dude, I'm not leaving here. UWA is going to be a home for us. We want to be a staple here. And Ratchet Regina wants to...
makes sense.
Her goal is to be the longest reigning UWA Women's Champion. So I'm very excited that she wants that.
And she's capable.
And she is capable. She is very capable. So with one bad thing that falls, one good thing always opens up. So door closes, door opens type of deal. But it is very sad that, we're not going to hear from JM Pro no longer. But it's okay, because you're always more than welcome to stop by the Underground Arena and come watch a show and hang out with your boy. So,
yeah, I always appreciate that. The good thing is I've made enough friends in the community. I think I'm always able to get to go to these shows for free. So
fuck yeah, man! Plus. All you gotta do is be like, hey, I want to come out. Bet your flight's booked. You just let me know when you're coming, when you want it. So I leave that up to you, brother. Next time, bring Donnie with you. I don't think he actually got a chance to really enjoy the last show y'all came to. So definitely bring Donnie with you next time. But we're gonna jump right into this because we're 5 minutes in right now, and we have Showtime start at 5 p.m. today. So I don't want to waste any more time. Last Saturday, we had our last pay-per-view of this season on 2K18, Fall Brawl, where we have a lot of things to discuss from that. Controversial wins, long matches, a big heated fucking rivalry, new fucking champions. So we got some stuff to discuss. First things first, let's talk about the show opener. Because that fatal 4-way match for the U.S. Championship was fucking brutal. That was awesome. I loved it. Every last freaking minute of it.
That was a hell of a way to open a show, too.
Oh, hell yeah, man. You got 4 of the best talent that UWA has to offer within their mid-card. And the only reason I say mid-card is because that's exactly where they are. No offense to the talent, but they are. So, Alex Young making a very good name for himself. He lasted pretty much until the end. Was one of the last 3 eliminated. Jesus Perez put on a better show. He's now getting better and better and better each week. So I'm very excited for his future. He did hit me up and said that he had a surprise for me come next season. So I don't know what that means, but he said he had a surprise. So, but Adam Alexander came out with a victory. Again, still showing his dominance. U.S. champion. Very happy for him. So it took a lot of freak accidents to put down Josef. I think like 4 or 5. Josef Vandiver is not a fucking, easy to go down type of dude either.
No, not at all.
No. It's that Viking blood, man. It really is. So, he comes from fucking the Norse land area and shit. So, they're very strong-willed people and very competitive. So, and if we have seen or learned anything from the History Channel's Vikings, yeah. So, we all know about that.
If you remember watching JM Pro, I had a couple Vikings of my own, and they never got beat.
Fucking vicious.
Well, they got beat once.
Once.
That was it.
Though, but they were vicious throughout their whole like startup, their whole career from the jump.
I think it was like 10 straight wins or something.
Yeah,
like that.
10 straight wins as a tag team. That's impressive. It really is.
Yeah, so Viking. I think it's just the Viking thing, like you said.
I really do. I think it's the Viking blood.
Yep. Definitely.
So, but congratulations to Adam Alexander for retaining, proving that he does belong at the top, holding that belt. And he does great fucking outside of UWA press. Always puts us over whenever he can. So, I'm very proud to have him as a champion here. But moving on, we crowned first ever champions in our second match. This is where the controversy happened. The DeWinter sisters have been running over the Royal Freaks 3 weeks in a row and became first ever UWA Women's Tag Team Champions. Athena DeWinter has by far one of the strongest fucking roundhouse kicks I've ever seen in my life.
Does she have like a martial arts background?
I believe so. I really do believe so. Yeah,
she does. She does have a good couple years experience of martial arts in her background there, so that's probably why she's so ring aware
because
of what she's doing.
Oh yeah, if it wasn't for the fact that Cassidy and Aaron have strong jaws, like I'm sure their faces would have been broken by now. Because both of them have been knocked the fuck out by one of those. So, and they're not happy. That's all that it
they're
takes.
never happy about
So, this week, to actually be the second match on our show, there's a rematch for the UWA Women's Tag Team Championships, because I believe that the Royal Freaks can do it. I believe they can. I know they can. I have faith in them. So they get a chance at redemption to hopefully finally beat the DeWinter Sisters and obtain those UWA Women's Tag Team Championships. So, what was after that? Oh, that's right. So, I'm sorry, but I have to ask this question. Purity who? The Jordans who?
Oh, geez, here we go.
Who? Wait, hold on. Oh, you're talking about the scumbag sons of bitches that came into my company, defaced all of our property, gathered the television championship and the tag team championships, only to lose them back to UWA Lacarnes. Is that what you're telling me? Those people, right? Okay, so, sorry that we had to give you a career only to destroy it. But,
oh, geez.
you know, these things happen.
Line.
I had to.
Yeah, he did. He went there.
I went there. I mean, like, what? Who are you now? Who are you now? Without all of that power, without all of that clout, who are you now? Nobody. Not a goddamn thing. I don't want to hear anybody come to me and be like, oh, Purity, fucking yeah. No. Bullshit. Bullshit. I don't want to hear that anymore. And this is why. I showed that I can beat the unbeatable. That I can ground the untouchable. Because I beat him clean, 1, 2, 3, in that ring, and brought back the television championship where it fucking belongs. So, I'm just saying, he put in a good fight. We had a lot of fucking time in that match. I believe that was my match was the longest match on the card. So, or one of them. Because the main event went pretty long too. Christian Maniac and Travis put on a great show, and we'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, Purity who? Kill shot, motherfucker. Bang bang. I don't want to hear anybody else say anything about Purity. So, nothing else. And then after that, we had a #1 contender crowned for Amaya Storm's UWA Women's Championship. I'm very, very, very pleased to see Crystal Crimson facing against Amaya Storm. Very, 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 very pleased about that. And that happens tonight. UWA Women's Championship will be on the line. Amaya Storm facing Crystal Crimson for the UWA Women's Championship. So excited. So happy.
Well, since I'm already down here, I might as well.
You might as well just stay for that.
Yeah, you might as well get me some front row tickets.
I got you, bud. No worries. I'll put you right next to the fucking ramp. You're good. Gucci. Front row seat right next to the ramp and that very, very first corner seat. Got you, bud. Got you.
Sounds good. Appreciate it.
Not a problem, brother.
Got a reserve for you. Don't worry about it. We got it written down for you right here.
Yep.
I guess I should try to get some more free stuff out of you. Free beer.
Okay.
Hey man, I told you. Nah, dude. No. I flat out told him.
Okay,
I was like, bro, I will flat out send you 5 free UWA gear of your choosing. 5. You get 5, and I will send them to you personally. I got you, bud. Don't worry about it. Give you a little UWA care package.
That sounds good. The last time I was down there, me and Donnie got free cheesesteak.
Yep, you're welcome. I'm glad you all enjoyed those, by the way. So
he definitely enjoyed them.
Oh, I bet.
I could only eat half of mine, and he ate my other half on top of his.
Hey man, they're greasy as fuck. I'm telling you, greasy as a motherfucker. They're sloppy as shit, but they're fucking bang. I'm telling you, so good.
Shit, my pin's done charging. Grab my other
but
pen.
then again, I'm going to say it. Purity, who? Who?
He's not gonna let that go.
I'm sorry.
No, this is sounding a lot like the last time I was on here.
But the last time we didn't take their gold from them. That didn't happen last time. This time it happened. Last time was a completely different situation. They already had taken the gold and had it.
Last time you looked me and Donnie in the eye and you told us that you weren't even going to be part of the show that night, and then that was the night you and the Carney showed up.
Yep. Swerve. So, you're welcome.
I can't always fully believe everything you're going to say.
I said that we were going to strip them of everything that they hold dear. And we did. Their dignity, the sin of pride that they said that I have way too much of. And that is going to be my downfall. I'm sitting here and holding fucking gold, my man. I got the UWA Television Championship wrapped around my waist right now. What do they have? My boys are holding the tag team championships right now. What do they have? Jane Jordan got her ass beat in that battle royal. What do they have? Nothing. Nothing. They have nothing. And that's how it's going to fucking continue. For them to have nothing. So, again, Purity who? Who? Oh, you're talking about those occultist dumbass motherfuckers that came in to try and destroy my company, and we're pretty much giving them the boot. Who?
Okay, next subject.
So, gotcha.
Yeah, you'll be on air for an hour talking about this.
I'm moving on. Okay, listen. They have their rematches this week. If they beat us, it doesn't matter. We'll get them back next season. They can hold them for a month. I put up on my Instagram. Go ahead. Live it up. This is y'all moment. Sorry we had to give you a career to destroy it. Because that's exactly what the fuck we're going to do if they take them back from us. Which is not going to happen. Not going to happen. Not. I put that on my family. Not gonna happen. So anyway, moving on. So then it was time, and Zoo, I am very happy to say that we finally got to see Travis obtain that UWA World Championship belt. I'm so happy for my co-owner. I'm so happy for him.
Bro. He well deserves that one.
He does. He's been chasing it for an ill minute. And I haven't been giving him opportunities because he hasn't fucking shown me that he deserves to be champion.
Oh,
until last Saturday. Until last Saturday. Him and Christian Maniac went balls to the wall and whooped each other's ass. JM, you saw this match. What was your whole thought process going through this UWA World Championship match?
I mean, honestly, I've always been a fan of Maniac, so I kind of had it going in his favor. But I'll tell you what, I saw a lot of evolution in that match. They were able to do some innovative things, and yeah, I was surprised, man. But it was definitely.
Oh, it shocked the shit out of me too. It shocked the shit out of me too. Oh yeah, that was the match of the night by far. By far match of the night.
Also remember, Travis and Link also had a very long rival with each other. So Travis was just researching him. So that night, he was ready.
I have to say that had to be
anything
the
he threw
biggest
at him.
loss for Faces of Fear, because they had our main championship, and I know Christian Maniac was, in my opinion, in most recent weeks, has been the best champion for UWA. I'm not saying anything against Travis. I'm not trying to be disrespectful, not throwing shots, but Christian Maniac put in work as UWA World Champion. Publicity out the ass for UWA when he was champion. Let's see what Travis can do. See what he can do. Let's see if he can fucking show out every fucking week, because he has a rematch tonight. Christian Maniac gets his rematch. Main event of the card. Best 2 out of 3 falls, which is what it was supposed to be at Fall Brawl. Our timekeeper is fucking stupid. But here in UWA, the referee's decision is final. Sorry about your luck. Purity who? Sorry about your luck. So yeah,
you're gonna be taking jabs this whole
I don't give
podcast.
a fuck, man. I feel like if Eminem were to have done this to anybody else, he would flaunt like that. He would. Like, if this was old M, early 2000s M, he would flaunt like that. He really would. I crushed that motherfucker, because I did. Crushed him. He hit me with how many finishers? Like 4 or 5, and I got up. Granted, I'm hurting. I'm not going to say it didn't fucking hurt, because it did. But I'm champion. I'm champion. Put that in your fucking pipe and smoke it.
Let me check that belt out, by the way.
Hey, go ahead. We had it updated, dude. Shit's pretty dope, man. Got it really updated. So let me actually.
This is what a real belt looks like.
Hell yeah, man.
We didn't have the budget in JMP, so our belts were very basic.
I enjoyed your titles though, as basic as they were. Sometimes simple is better. Sometimes, in your guys' case, simple was better, because it just went with the whole thing that you had going on. So I enjoyed it. That's what made y'all different. And I like different. So. But, yeah. Like I said. Like, Eminem throwing Killshot out was like how... And that's the fucked up thing. Eminem brought Killshot out Friday. Right? Saturday?
So you heard that and it gave you the
Saturday,
motivation?
we took the belts from him. Killshot. That's why the equivalent of Killshot is a trending hashtag right now. I don't give a fuck what anybody has to say to me about it. We beat those dumb ass, weird, creepy, cult, whatever the fuck they want to call themselves, family thing. Ugh. We have the belts now, and they're not taking them back from us. Sorry. This weekend is another attempt failed. Purity Jordan's L. Period. So. The equivalent of Killshot. Telling you. It's gonna fucking be a thing. So. This week, to kick off the match, we're gonna have a showcase battle royal. Kai Draven making his debut. Johnny Kai Draven, he's a part of Legacy.
Okay.
Johnny Venice, official JVB the third, Johnny B. Venice the third. He'll be making his debut in that match. Cody Hagan will be in that match. we're making the match as we go along here, so this is an exclusive. So those y'all watching right now, appreciate you. Keep it up. Scumbag Raw will be in that match, making his debut as a singles competitor. Trying to think who else is going to be in that match now. Because that's 5. We have 3 spots left. Let's see. Oh.
Play the Jeopardy music.
Here's a big one. Big one. Formerly known as Melvin Brown. Let me see if I can get his name right. I want to make sure I can get his name right. Kwame Meki. I'm sorry if that got butchered. My apologies. I'm sorry. But the American Menace himself making his UWA return. So what, that's 6. Another big one for UWA. The debut of the Malkavian Prince. I think that's what he calls himself. I'm sorry if I butchered that too. My apologies. Sorry. Gabriel Gates of Faces of Fear making his UWA debut. Big fucking news right there. Big news right there. Want everybody to understand that. Let me see if I got his fucking... The Assassin Gabriel Gates. So... he's pretty much what he's what Gangrel was when Gangrel wrestled for WWE. His character, he's a vampire. That's pretty much Gabriel, but Gabriel's a lot more mental. Like a lot.
What do you mean by mental?
Well, I mean, let's go into definitions of mental, shall we? In the slang sense,
okay, there you go. That makes more sense.
Very fucking, what's the other word that maniacal. That sense. So, even has cannibalistic tendencies at times. Oh, jeez. I don't fuck with that. But dude's a fucking good talker. I'll give him that. And he puts in work. So, good shit for him. But yeah, he's making his debut. And then for the final spot, not really going to do... It's not really a debut. It's more along the lines of a feature. This is his farewell match. Isaac Ward. Because Isaac Ward will not be with us next season. So, to say farewell, this is his final match. So, 8-man battle royal. You heard it here first. Made here exclusively. UWA Podcast. Very excited for that. So, and then we have the Women's Tag Team Championship match. Rematch between the DeWinter Sisters and Royal Freaks. Haven't really decided how I want to do this match, but I think I might have to do this for the first time ever. For the UWA Women's Tag Team Championships, it will be the DeWinter Sisters facing against the Royal Freaks in Full Metal Mayhem. Our version of a TLC match. The championship, titles will be hung 15 feet above the ring. Have to obtain them by climbing a ladder. But we have other goodies at ringside that can be implemented too. Chairs, tables, bats, sledgehammers, the guardrail, steel steps. You know, the fun things.
Isn't there some kendo sticks too in there?
No, we're not gonna allow them to use kendo sticks in this match. We're saving that for later.
Why'd you take them down? You know I love those.
Because
things.
I need all of them that I can get my fucking hands on. I'm beating Luke Jordan to a goddamn pulp.
See what? So you see where you stopped?
Segue.
Yeah, I know.
Thanks for segueing me into the match after that. Fuck purity. Hashtag fuck purity. Another trending hashtag going on right now. Also, beware the carnies and welcome to the carnival. Carnival spelled with a K. Carnies spelled with a K. So, make sure that y'all do that right. Another trending hashtag. It's a movement. Scumbag Nation. It's a movement. Oh, I'm very excited because on the first episode, I'm calling a draft pick right now, Zoo. I don't even give a shit. Scumbag Nation, first episode of UWA Vicious Beings will be in action. In tag team action. Ratchet Regina will be in singles action. So. Hey. Why are you parked on?
Hello?
Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I did. So, sorry about that. It should have, and it's locked now. So, but yeah, fuck Luke Jordan, fuck Purity, fuck the Jordans. They're not going to be on Vicious Beings for too much longer, or they're not going to be on Vicious Beings at all, because I'm sending their asses down to Dojo Diligence and have Travis fucking deal with them, because I'm not dealing with them. Not. It's bad enough they're still going to be on our roster. Most of them, they're not going to be on my fucking show. I'm not doing it. No. I'd rather beef with fucking Faces of Fear than beef with Purity. And Faces of Fear scares me a whole lot more than Purity does.
Yeah, I can't believe you picked that Faces of Fear over them. Faces
see
of
how
Fear
much I hate
me.
them? Do you see how much I hate them? Discussion, not really over, but my discussion about Luke, over. Done. Moving on. Anyway, so still on the Purity, the fuck Purity thing. After that, UWA Tag Team Championship match between Spike and Warren against Lek. The Jordans. Lek. So, they're going to beat them. Moving on. Anyway, and then we have Crystal Crimson against Amaya Storm, UWA Women's Championship. Excited. This match is going to be off the fucking chain.
Looking forward to that one.
Who are you rooting for?
Honestly, I don't know enough about either of them to really have a favorite. So I've heard so much about the two of them. So once you told me that they were going to be on the card tonight,
you just want to watch. You just want to watch it just to watch it, huh? Yeah.
I want to see it. I just want to see a good competitive match.
So do I. Zoo. Who's your pick? Because you know both of these. Who's your pick?
Damn, this is a tough one.
I know, man. I know.
I really can't say on this one.
Do you want to know mine?
What's yours?
Babe, I'm sorry. Crystal Crimson. I just see it. I see it in fruition. It's a vision that keeps coming to me. I just keep seeing Crystal Crimson coming out. I see her either submitting or pitting Amaya Storm 1, 2, 3 in the center of that ring tonight, and finally getting her hands on the UWA Women's Championship.
And that would be a good finish too.
It would.
Submission. I'd look forward to that.
No. But Amaya's not going to go out without a fight, and I know it. Because I know her.
Oh, no, not at all.
Because I live with her. And I know that she is hype as shit for this match. I've already told her that just to go out there and just do your thing. No, I'm not. We don't control the outcomes in UWA. I'm just letting everybody know that now. So whatever happens in the ring happens in the ring. So we don't control anything about the finish or anything else like that. Those guys go out there and just duke it out. Ladies too, go out there and just duke it out until there's only one true winner. So they just like to talk shit. Everybody does. And that's why rivalries happen. But yeah. So I'm very excited for Crystal Crimson and Maya Storm. It's going to be a great match. But to end it all, main event, Christian Maniac gets his rematch against Travis in Cage of Death. Best 2 out of 3 falls. UWA World Championship match on the line. I am hype because last weekend these guys burned the fucking house down. So, opinions, thoughts on the main event for tonight after watching last week?
No disrespect to anyone, but I'm still going with Christian Maniac. Maybe it's my experience with people with the name Maniac. Maniac, my man Maniac Martin, who used to be on JMP. He's in BCW and he's doing big things over there.
Oh yeah, he is. Isn't he champion right now?
Just won the BCW Hardcore Championship.
Yep.
And yeah, I don't know. Like Faces of Fear, I don't know. They're like one of the most dominant groups I feel like in the community. So
cross-platform too.
Yeah. I think Christian Maniac's gonna take it tonight.
All right.
Take it back.
Yeah.
Would it be a second run
He'd
with
be
the title?
second. Yep. He would be two-time champion.
You know he's licking at his chops to get that belt back.
Yeah, man. Because he put in work on Travis last weekend. I legit thought it was going to be over. I really did. I thought Christian Maniac had it a few times.
Right.
But Travis came out of the fucking blue, man, and clean. It was clean too. Like there was no disruption, no nothing. It was clean. He pinned him clean, and that was it. So
yeah, I mean, he definitely earned it.
He did.
I just wonder about Christian Maniac might have more experience. So I
mean, he does. Travis hasn't been in, the call community for too long. He has had a small run in a non-videoed indie promotion. That's where I met him, because we both worked for that same promotion. That's where we decided that, hey, let's do our own shit, get our own stuff in. So that's when we decided to open up UWA, and then we met Zoo, and then we brought him along. Because he just has a keen sense for the business. So, and he's got a good voice for commentary.
Balls.
Yeah, that's like our thing, dude. But yeah. So, tonight's gonna be fantastic. It's gonna be a great night tonight. Good way to end season 1 of UWA television. Season 2 of UWA TV will begin next season. We will have another podcast doing a draft. Y'all might want to stay keen for that. But now we're going to talk about...
That was a question I was going to ask you, actually.
Yeah.
So between seasons, is the podcast going to still be a weekly thing, or you're taking a break on that too?
No, we're going to still do the podcast weekly. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You got to give the fans something in between.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely, we are. That's why we're doing the draft. We're going to, get a lot of the people, a lot of the roster on as guests, and talk to them about how they would like to see themselves next season. So I mean, we're still going to push out content for everybody. We're not going to leave y'all with nothing, leave y'all hanging, because we don't do that here. We like to innovate the business and make waves for ourselves. Like, haven't you seen that we have a new name for ourselves now?
No, I haven't seen.
The New Land of Extreme.
Ah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's original.
And what another better way to go out, because guess where we are tonight? Because we're not in the Underground Arena tonight. 2300. Finally. What a way to end season 1. We're going to be in the old ECW arena tonight.
Back.
We were in 2300 when we started. So, I mean, when we first came down to Philly or whatever, before we got set up in the ballroom, that's where we were. We were set up in 2300, and they love us there because we put out a show. Like, we packed that bitch. Ring of Honor came through when I went to a Ring of Honor show there, and they packed that motherfucker, and we pack it just like they do. So, like, max capacity every single time that we're there, and we're actually sold out tonight. So you're lucky that you are getting front row seats.
Yeah, you didn't even have to pay for it.
Nope, didn't have to pay for it. You're a guest. So, I bet Scumbag Raw's gonna be happy to see you.
Yeah, make sure anyone watching tonight, make sure you look for me in the crowd. I'll have the steak and cheese in one hand and a beer in the other.
Yeah, buddy. So, but yeah, man, we're gonna be in the 2300 arena for the last episode, and we have new ring aprons, new ropes, new turnbuckles, new ring canvas.
Oh, you just opened up the checkbook, huh?
Oh yeah, man. Hey, 2018 was good for us. So, we also are, come next season, I actually just put out a good fucking almost 60 grand, 70 grand on a new entranceway. So,
Jesus.
And we actually have our own, I bought our own plot of land and a plaza for next season. So UWA is going to be an outside show for Vicious Beings. We're going to be outside in a plaza, except for when it rains. If it rains, we're going to do it inside.
Obviously, yeah.
But our show is going to be outside next season.
What about the winters? So like,
we'll go inside during the winter. We'll go inside during the winter. Yeah, but through the fall season.
Imagine you're trying to get these guys to work in like
in the snow. Nah, I'm not doing that. Nah, I'm not doing that.
Not necessarily in the snow. I'm just saying those cold,
in 10-degree weather. Yeah, I know.
Nights. Yeah.
Because it doesn't matter how much you move around, dude. You can never stay warm enough here with that East Coast cold. It just doesn't work.
Yeah,
doesn't work, man.
The only reason they do that in football is because they're all wearing pads and stuff.
Yeah, these guys are out here outside, no shirt, and fucking sometimes in like brief tights and trunks.
Yeah.
Like, it's ridiculous. Like, I actually wear a shirt, but my shirt's sleeveless. Like, I actually am fully fucking clothed, but, you know, it's still cold.
You'll be seeing like guys put their extra set of kick pads on their arms.
Yup. So, but apparently there's a new independent promotion on the horizon next season also. As anybody knows or have seen 2K19 trailers. Spoiler if you haven't. BC fucking W? Really? Really?
Yeah, that was interesting.
Wait a minute, hold up. There's already a BCW. What the fuck, WWE?
Yeah, I've talked to Bullets.
He's not happy.
He's not happy with the outcome. He's actually got a lot of people hit him up asking if he was working with 2K.
And I can tell you right now, he wasn't.
He was not. No.
But no, that's messed up, man. And you know what the fucked up thing about it is that their main character in their trailers looks kind of similar to Beast Mode.
Yeah.
Isn't that a little awkward?
Just like the last. Looks like the last ever JMP champion, Beast Mode.
I know. It's weird. When did he get that deal? When did he grow his hair out?
No, that is not him.
I figured it wasn't.
I can assure you that's not Beast Mode, but the similarities was just uncanny. Besides the hair, yeah.
The only thing that's different is the logos, because their BCW logo looks like trash.
Well, obviously I think that was the point they were trying to make with all that.
Looks like fucking trash. Who came up with that idea? Like, at least if you're gonna have Triple H beefing with the main character of the My Career mode or whatever, like, have it be something worth fighting against. Like, the logo looks like shit.
I was just excited to see that they actually, like, recorded people's voices for it.
That's awesome. I'm excited for that. That is one thing I'm very hyped for.
That was one thing about last year I couldn't stand.
Yeah, I know. Those subtitled shit, I can't do that. Can't do it.
Because if last year if you'd have spent like 3 hours playing My Career, majority of the time you're reading.
Yep. That's exactly true. At least they put voices in this time around. I'm very happy about that.
Yeah.
I hope their level up system is different. Because
that too.
This shit is fucking horrible.
Yeah, because if you didn't have that, help. With that, what was the name of that pack?
It was the Kickstart pack.
Yeah. Even if you had that, it still was such a long process.
I know. Like, you couldn't even level up your dude, like, all the way. And, of course, you wanted to save some of your points or whatever in order for you to, like, buy moves and gear and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
there wasn't enough time to max your guy out. That was the problem.
Yeah. It would take you way too long. It would be, like, a legit career. And I'm sorry, I don't have time for that.
It's probably like the reason why this year they added the whole indie level, so it's like a whole nother level to help work on your guy.
Yeah, which that means that's good. That gives you something to work towards. But I am very excited for this year. I'm still waiting for them to come out with a Creation Suite trailer. I want to see what Create an Arena looks like. I want to see, because everybody knows that with the last trailer, it was shown that a BCW in-game career mode event or whatever was outside. It had an outside arena in a plaza. It looked very simple. I also want to know if we can get different ring sizes. Because away from kayfabe, I would like UWA to not be a 20 by 20. I'd like it to be like a 16 by 16. Or an 18 by 18.
Oh, yeah, that's actually something I never even thought about. That's a good point.
To be honest with you, I'd like for us to have a 6-sided ring. Make us truly fucking different. How about that? But
yeah, I mean, that's where the game needs to evolve to. It needs to go to that like they need to think outside of it just being a WWE video game. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. Like, they're also working with Progress. They're working with Ring of Honor. They're working with... Because where do you think they're getting all of this talent from? They're getting it from major...
Working with more formations and having them come together. And not also just one team working. They're having a bunch of teams working together to do this.
Right.
So this is going to be very interesting, and it's going to be really good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We get
Adam
Cole,
years ago.
baby. We get Adam Cole this season. Oh, man. I'm excited. That's going to be awesome.
Cole, baby.
Yup. Adam Cole, baby. Don't worry. We're still going to come out like the Shield. Carnies are still going to come through the crowd because that's our thing. That's what we do. So.
I wonder if the other thing, too, they gotta add war games.
Oh yeah,
they gotta add war games.
UWA, if we're allowed to do a war games and fully customize like a war games arena, oh man, it's going in. Doing it.
Yeah.
Doing it. UWA will have UWA war games as a pay-per-view. Trust and believe that. And
I think you'd see that. that'd be so like you'd see not just UWA but all the other
all the others.
promotions.
Yeah, they're doing them. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure Legacy would do one. I'm sure
definitely.
I'm sure WASW would do one. I'm sure fucking EWE over on Xbox. Shout out to them. They'll probably end up doing one. They actually said that they're going to cross-platform next season. I was talking to the owner. He said that he was working on getting a PS4 and WWE 2K19.
I actually spoke to them before I closed down JMP too. They were talking about definitely trying to get on PlayStation for next season.
I'm excited if they do. I really am. I've seen their stuff on itch.twa because according to YouTube, if you even mention them, apparently now they're banning channels that mention the other broadcasting dealio. So
I didn't even know that.
Yeah, found that out on Going in Raw podcast with Steven Larson. Shout out to them. Even though I know they don't watch our podcast.
So you're saying all these popular streamers that are on both, they can't even plug their other channel? That's messed up.
No. That's because I guess that both companies are at battle with each other for customers. So
yeah, gotta love corporate America.
Oh yeah, gotta love that. So yeah, I would love to see War Games as a playable match in 2K19. So I really hope that they put that in there. Another thing that I'm kind of looking forward towards, and I'm hoping that they put this in the game too, because this was another one of those that a lot of people had said that they were going to put this in there. With the creation suite, the create an entrance, it would now also be involving advanced creations for tag teams and trios. Next season, this game was another one that they had rumored. I hope that that's true, because if so, we need that. It would make tag teams look more legit if you had fully customizable tag team and trio entrances. And I'm talking like full in-depth everything with the lighting and the pyro and the smoke and the screen effects, changing different parts of the entrance and turning on and off certain things and whatever, like full extensive creation for tag team and trio entrances, which would be pretty fucking dope. I would enjoy that. But yeah, I'd like for them to give us different, like fully different sized arenas. Like give us 20 different fucking arena templates to work with. Like arena size templates to work with. So that way we can really get into something. Because they gave us 10 last. I think it was 10, right? They gave us 10?
Yeah, I didn't even see much of a difference between a lot of them.
Yeah, I know. Allow us to put announce tables at ringside no matter the size of the arena. That would be dope. I personally don't mind, because we technically don't sit at commentary tables out in the open, because our commentary station is set up backstage at the shows, so I'm not really personally care about that, but it would be nice to see it though, especially if we do a cage death match, and I would like to see a high spot eventually off of cage death. That would be nice. Which, by the way, did anybody watch Hell in the Cell?
Yep.
Y'all noticed that cage was red painted, right?
Yeah, it was dope.
I want that. I want a fully customizable, fully paintable, change colors of the cell. That's what I want. Put that shit in the fucking game too.
Okay, before even seeing Hell in a Cell, you guys saw the live stream that they put on YouTube of making that?
Yes, I did.
Oh no, I didn't see that.
I saw it.
Oh, you missed out on that.
Oh
That thing
yeah.
is
huge.
It is huge. 20 feet.
My God. Basically a top of a 2-story building, pretty much.
Yep.
Well, they've made it 20 feet now for years now. I mean, back in '98 when McFoley flew off the top of it, I think it was only 16 feet high.
Yeah, it was 16 feet.
That was 16, but yeah.
2 stories is about the equivalent of a 2-story house.
If I had enough money to go, I'm here in town, I could have gone, but...
Yeah, because they were in San Antonio.
They were here.
I want
I just would have.
I want to be able to color the steel cage and then Hell in a Cell. I want to be able to color, like customize the color on those. I want a red Cage of Death along with a red steel cage. That's what I want.
Ooh.
And we will have that if we are able to do that. So 2K19
not a little too late for that, because
I hope not.
You know, the game's already been pretty much done, and
I'm sure they can come up with an update, unless they already put it in the game, because they had to have known that they were going to do a red Hell in the Cell this year. They had to have known. WWE 2K had to have known, because they were promoting it all the way through Hell in the Cell. So.
Oh yeah.
WWE 2K Studios, WWE Game Studios, or whatever like that, they had to have known. Triple H probably went to them and been like, put that in the fucking game. Make them be able to fully customize the color of their steel cage and Hell in the Cells. Do that. Because we're doing it. You do it. So I'm sure they put that in there. At least I hope so. But. So. But completely off wrestling topic now. This is what I wanted to get into. Let's talk about this fucking Eminem and MGK thing real quick, because this has been the best thing to happen to hip-hop in a while. And a lot of people don't see it.
What do you mean a lot of people don't see it?
Because they don't. Listen, this new generation is only worried about one thing when it comes to hip-hop. The beats. That's it.
Yeah,
they don't care. They don't care about the lyricism anymore. Nobody cares about what these motherfuckers are saying. That's why mumble rap is exploding onto the map right now. I'm not a fan. Never have been a fan. Never will be a fan. I think it's fucking stupid. You're talking about nothing. There's no story. There's no premise behind what you're talking about. The only thing you're talking about is how much your chain costs, how much your car costs, drinking, doing drugs, and fucking women. That's all you're talking about.
It's like that one song that Hobson did. It just talks about the songs that they do.
Yep.
That's it right there.
Yep. Nocturnal Rainbows by Hobson.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, this is the best thing that happened to rap right now, in my opinion. JM, what is your opinion on that?
I was just honestly shocked that MGK had the balls.
Oh, I was too. I think everybody was.
I mean, that was, Kamikaze did come out of nowhere. M didn't even really promote that thing. He just dropped it overnight.
He just dropped it.
And then within 24 hours, he's like #1 in, 20-something countries? I forgot.
Oh, yeah.
But, I mean, did you guys listen to that album straight through? I mean, that album was...
I listen to it every day.
Old school Eminem.
Yep. He said in the fall, you wanted Shady. Here he is.
Yep. And he went after literally everybody he's had an issue with over these years, and he kept his mouth shut. But the thing about it is what everyone said, too. MGK dropped Rap Devil, and I just felt like that was shocking for him,
Did you hear what fucking Eminem said in the Sway interview?
Yeah, he said the same thing.
He said he was like, that was good for him.
Yeah.
Thought it was good for him. That's fucking... That's from M. Like, M doesn't like MGK at all. And it doesn't have anything, like... He even said this. He said the reason why I dissed him isn't even because of a tweet or about what he said. It was actually pettier than that. That makes me want to think, well, then what was it?
Oh, it was the it was the line he said in that Tech 9 joint.
Oh,
MGK
yeah.
did that track with Tech 9.
Yep.
Pretty much making a subliminal shot at
Oh, yeah, no, for sure.
the rap guy.
I mean,
angle.
don't get me wrong. No Reason is one of the most beast songs Tech 9 and MGK ever put out together. I'm just saying. It's fucking really
Right.
good. I didn't catch that diss right away. Actually, that subliminal diss, I didn't catch that right away. It took me a few minutes to, like, a few times listening to the song all the way through to catch it. And I was just like, oh shit, you actually did go at his neck. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then that's when Eminem was like, what'd he say? So you decided to hook up with Nina, but you don't have to use Tech 9 to come at me with a sub, comma,
Yep.
machine gun. So he's like, I don't need to say names, but you already know who the fuck you are, Kelly. Machine Gun Kelly. I definitely don't sneak this.
That was in what? Not Alike, I think.
That was in Not Alike, yeah. Yep, with Royce. That shit was fire. Oh man, Royce the 5'9" killed that fucking track.
Oh man, that was actually my favorite track on the whole album.
My favorite,
there's a bunch of bangers on it, but
my favorite is Lucky You, Joyner Lucas and M. Oh
yeah,
man,
Joyner's gonna be big, man.
If Joyner doesn't pop over the next year and a half, they're not promoting him properly.
Yeah. Exactly.
Period.
Well, the other thing you gotta worry about is exactly what like M brings up a lot in his music. It's just the fact that a lot of the music they're coming out with is going right over everyone's head. You know what I
Right.
mean, it's like the average like hip hop fan now doesn't want to have to actually think about what someone actually said. You know what I mean?
Right. Oh man. But this is what I'm talking about. Like, this beef, it's over. It's done. Like, MGK tried to say it on the Breakfast Club. Oh, he missed. It's just a leg shot. No, motherfucker. He didn't miss. You're
Well,
just...
Did you
Go
hear
ahead.
about the drama with that picture?
Yeah.
When he posted on posted on his IG.
Yeah.
So he took that picture. He told everyone to flick off the camera, and then he was actually wearing like a jacket or a sweater or something.
Yeah.
And then he took it off when he turned around from the crowd, turned his back to the crowd.
Yeah.
Took it off with just the shirt on, and the crowd didn't even know that he was wearing the shirt.
Yeah.
He took the picture, and then he turned around. That crowd, I guess it was a Fall Out Boy concert, and MGK
Yeah.
was just opening.
Yeah, he was just opening. It was a Fall Out Boy concert.
Yeah, he opened for Fall Out
And-
Boy.
Yeah, he was just opening for them. They weren't even there for him. Period.
Yeah,
That was
supposedly too, Fall Out Boy was pissed off because they didn't
Oh,
give him the
yeah.
green light to perform that song.
Oh,
Yeah.
no. They got mad about that.
Oh yeah, because as soon as MGK turned around with that shirt on, with the
They
cover
knew.
art to
The
kill
crowd
shot,
knew that he was going to do it.
Like
Yep.
they were pissed that he got booed off the stage, man.
Yeah.
Yep.
He got booed off completely.
And they told him to not do that ever again.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, 'cause
I mean...
they gotta worry about that
about
crowd
their
by the time they
image.
get on
Yeah,
stage.
exactly.
Yeah. Like they don't want a problem with Eminem. They're not even in the same genre.
Nope.
Yeah. For real.
Like, bro, that shit, I mean, don't get me wrong, that shit was raw. I mean, how he did that was raw. I can't not say that it wasn't, but that
It's
was
just
mad
like, you know,
disrespectful.
If it's a fucking MGK concert, then I get
That's
why you're
one
gonna perform
thing.
the song.
Right.
But
That's one thing. Yeah. But if it's you're opening for someone else, come on, bro.
That's disrespectful as shit.
you're taking advantage of the situation because MGK isn't gonna sell
Exactly.
out a building that big by himself.
No.
Oh hell.
And it's only
That's
30,000. It's only
Yeah.
30,000.
Yeah.
You know,
Like, are you kidding
but
me?
yeah, MGK doesn't fill 30,000 person.
He couldn't
arena.
even fill a 5,000 person arena. I'm not trying to take shots at him or whatever, but I'm just saying, like, not like my opinion matters, but like, I mean, that's my whole thing. Like, bro, let the shit fucking go. Let it go. Like, that's the whole
Right.
thing. He said, I'm only doing this once. Let the shit fucking go, bro. Let your pride and let your ego fucking go. Like, are you kidding me? Really?
But, you know, apparently he doesn't want to let it go, so now he's just they're gonna just keep doing this. But,
Well,
you know, with the way M
Nah,
did
M-
it now, he
M
just
won't
is
contradict himself.
Nah, M won't contradict himself, dog. Nah.
done. Nah, he won't do that.
No.
I could
he
see
won't.
MGK just coming out with this after this after
If
this.
he
'cause
wanted
he's
to really
salty about how it
contradict
ended.
himself, if he really wanted to contradict himself, but this would make M look weak as fuck, and I'm not trying to say that to diss M, because I heard what he said about motherfuckers talking shit about him in the ringer, and I don't want to be a part of that group. So, the thing with M is that he doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't care about MGK. He doesn't care. He said it in the interview. It's open. It's public knowledge. He doesn't care. Like, he even said, he was like, I'm done with it. It's over. You know what I mean? And then he dropped kill shot. So that made me be like, well, what does that mean? Like, is it over now that you said what you needed to say and got it off your chest? Because if it is, that's awesome, because you just murked dude in this track. No hook. He used MGK's hook on the end of the track.
Yep.
Yeah, that is true.
Let's talk about it.
Yep. Need to get the dick up out your mouth even before we can talk about it. Like, are you fucking kidding me? So keep my dick in your mouth, but keep my daughter out it. Bruh, really? Damn.
Right, dude.
Controversial. Let's talk about the controversy in the track, though, because this is what everybody's been talking about. And I'm sorry to everybody that is going to end up watching this, but I have to say this because we need to talk about this for a minute. The day you have your biggest hit is the day that Diddy admits that he sent out the hit that got Pac killed. Bro, what the absolute fuck is that?
I honestly, the way I looked at that was,
that made me feel like, are you saying that this dude is never gonna fucking pop ever? Or do you know something? Or do you know something that nobody else knows? Like, that's how everybody's looking at it. It's either you're like, damn, MGK, you really need to stop rapping, or did he really do what M said that is claiming he did? I'm like, I don't think it's the second thing. I really think it's the first thing. But like, that just makes you like ponder at why M would say that.
It really questions now. It makes you have thoughts and things about, you know, just like what you said.
Why? Why would you even say that, though?
Why? Exactly. Everyone's wondering
I kind of looked at it
now.
I kind of looked at it as he pretty much he kind of shelved MGK with that line, because it was like M kind of said something that was like so above MGK's status and took a straight shot at Diddy. And I just think you know what I mean? It just
Diddy actually flat out told MGK to stop it.
Like, that's what I'm saying, though. It's like with that line alone, he just made MGK now have to talk to Diddy about this. Now Diddy's, because according to Joe Budden on his podcast, he asked Diddy about what he thought of the line in Kill Shot, and all Diddy said was, "I'm gonna handle it. It's in my hands now."
No shit.
That's what Diddy told Joe Budden about the M diss.
Okay.
Yep.
That right there makes me be like, all right, so what M pretty much did was write a diss track to MGK, and then in the same instance ended that beef and started a whole bigger
beef
one.
But
it's so much bigger if you're going to involve Diddy. Not saying Diddy was ever like a battle rapper or anything like that, but everyone knows Diddy's stamp on the hip hop industry and
his track record, because he has been known to name drop. And in a couple tracks he has name dropped. You know what I mean? Like, he has been one. When Biggie did one of his first disses, Diddy was on the track. And he dropped a diss line too. It's not like he didn't. So we can't just not say that Diddy doesn't know how to write a diss track, because he does. What I'm worried about is that Aftermath and Bad Boy are under Interscope. So what is this going to do? Is the Interscope going to have to get involved in this shit gets out of hands? Like, what's going to happen? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many different levels on where this can go. So
I mean, honestly, though, if you think about it, Interscope wins either way.
Yeah, because they get money.
because as soon as MGK put Rap Devil on iTunes, it was #1.
Yep.
Then it was a few. True. It was a few days after M dropped Kill Shot. He waited to put it on iTunes. I think he purposely waited until MGK made a. I think he tweeted saying Rap Devil still #1 on iTunes. So then M dropped it on iTunes, and it became #1 within an hour.
Yep. That's what I'm saying. Like, everybody's like, oh, Rap Devil's got like 72 million views on YouTube. Eminem's already at over 100 million views.
Yeah, and M didn't have to drop a fucking World Star exclusive video for it either.
Nope, he dropped it on his YouTube page. Why couldn't have MGK have dropped it on his YouTube page?
No, MGK did. MGK did, but he gave the video rights exclusive to World Star. That's why World Star is the one that posted the actual music video.
That's so fucking stupid.
Because I heard Rap Devil off of MGK's YouTube with just the cover
art. Just the audio?
That's when I first heard it. And it wasn't until about almost a full day later that World Star came out with the actual music video for it.
Right.
But immediately, the World Star posts got more views on YouTube than MGK's just audio version of it.
Right.
So, I guess you'd have to add them together to kind of get an opinion on how many views that track really got, but how many people heard it like I did and then went to World Star and watched it just to see the video itself, you know what I mean?
Right, you know? I saw it when it popped up on my YouTube. Really. It just popped up. Yeah, that's exactly what it was. It said sponsored. I was like, oh, clickbait. And I actually clicked on it, and I watched it, and I listened to it, and I was like, all right, M, what are you going to do? And then Killshot dropped. I'm like, MGK, who? Who?
Yeah, he doesn't need a fucking music video to post a diss.
Although I would like to see him do a video for it.
I don't think he needs to, man.
He doesn't need to, but this is Shady at his finest right now.
I think
this is the Shady that people slept on for revival. Like, I enjoyed the album. Give me slack. I fucking dare anybody. I don't care. That album was good. That piece that he did with Ed Sheeran, amazing. River is my shit. Call me fucking emo or whatever, I don't care. Nobody can tell me anything different.
No, I mean, I agree with you. I mean, overall, I mean, I guess the album wasn't what everyone expected simply because they've been hearing Eminem and his other projects. So
it's a different Eminem in that album,
it was so different
and I
than
understand.
what Eminem was previously doing.
But if you listen to the lyrics, it's still the same M. Nothing's really changed. His wordplay is still at par on where it is. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I don't understand why people. And I say this because I've been an Eminem fan since pretty much day fucking one. So I remember when the first Eminem CD dropped, and I wasn't allowed to listen to it. But
I wasn't either. But that was the Napster era, so I listened to it anyway.
Yeah, I did it anyway.
That was when Napster was big.
Yeah. That was before LimeWire and all of that good stuff. But yeah, so I remember when Marshall Mathers LP dropped. Like, it's fucking my shit.
You want to hear something funny, dude? My 13th birthday party, I was so obsessed with Eminem. My mom knew this.
I dyed my hair blonde and everything.
I didn't go that far, but the album, the like the uncensored. You know, the Marshall Mathers LP had 2 covers, one for the censored version, one for the uncensored
version. Yep.
So my mom got the album cover on my birthday cake on my 13th birthday party.
Oh shit!
Like the actual Marshall Mathers
LP. The uncensored
cover. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was funny too because she wouldn't allow me to have the uncensored actual album.
Oh,
so
but she put the uncensored logo cover on your cake. That's dope as shit.
Balls, yeah.
That's awesome though. Like that's G as shit. I props to your mom for that. Props to your mom for that. Yeah. Because I'd be happy either way. You know what I mean? Like, whatever. You know, that's fucking dope. I would like that. I'd put her over for
all right,
that.
take a picture of that. That's a picture to remember right there. Okay, that's fine with me.
Yep, and that's the closest that you're ever going to get to a parental advisory.
I'll dig through some photo albums and I'll have to send you that pic.
Word,
that thing was pretty cool.
Exactly. See, there you go.
But I want to analyze a line that MGK had said that started a whole bunch of fucking, well, this other shit had been started for a while, but this really went off the fucking ground. I already fucked one rapper's girl this week, don't make me call Kim. That MGK said in Rap Devil. I was like, you know,
well, you know that's
that's disrespectful as fuck. Like, leave G-Eazy alone, bruh.
Yeah, exactly.
Leave G-Eazy alone. He said it in Bad Boy. Stop trolling him. Stop. Leave him alone. Dude hasn't done a damn thing to you. What, you mad over some shit that may have happened in Finland? That you don't ever recall happening? Really? Come on, bruh. Let that shit go. Let it go.
Well, you know, if you're going to analyze that line, you got to go back to Killshot and listen to M's response to that.
I know. Young Gerald's balls deep inside of Halsey. God!
Yeah. I was just like, yo.
I was like, oh, man, you went there, didn't you? God. Oh, and you know what? I don't give a shit. All right? MGK did not have the blonde hair at first. Out of MGK and G-Eazy. G-Eazy did. Because he had to dye his hair blonde, dye it green to be the Jared Leto version of the Joker for a show that he did on Halloween. That's why he actually had it first. I don't want to hear that shit because MGK was still rocking a fucking mohawk at that time.
Was it a mohawk or was it the man bun?
It was the man bun, but it was a mohawk man bun. So, but yeah, like, come on, bruh. Leave G-Eazy alone. He hasn't done a goddamn thing to you. You just mad over some dumb shit. Let it go. Drop that shit. You sound like a child right now. So, but, and then, what was the other line in Kill Shot that made me go, ooh, oh, the one I said earlier. Go ahead. Live it up. This is your moment. Sorry, I had to give you a career to destroy it. I was like, oh, goddamn. Oh, goddamn.
Yeah, man.
Like, I'm killing it. I'm killing the bull out here. Oh, man.
He's pushing 50 and it doesn't matter.
It don't matter. That shit don't matter. He still got it.
He is a straight genius.
Stop sleeping on my mans. Stop it.
I think that's what happens. I think when they see these, like, well, the newer generation will call them old school rappers. And they,
yes.
They're not in the limelight like they used to be, so they just think, oh, well, they suck now. But
yeah.
as soon as somebody comes at him, he's gonna fire back.
It's over. It's over. That's what Kamikaze was. It's over. It's a wrap.
You would have thought that MGK would have heard that interview with The Game years ago and like just would have.
And he would have just not. Yeah, no, this is not a good idea. Maybe this isn't a good idea. Let me not do this.
The Game said it years ago. He's like, yeah, yep. you don't go at the white boy. Dude slays rappers.
Yes, he does. That's why Game didn't want no beef.
Yeah, during that whole think about it, how
thing?
easy it would have been for him too, because he was beefing with 50 for so long.
Yep. Through that whole G Unit thing that Game had against G Unit, and fucking during that whole thing, Eminem said something about Game, and Game, he had said this in his interview. He's like, I immediately called him and I was like, bro, I'm not trying to involve you. Like, this has nothing to do with you. I'm not trying to involve you. I don't want that. Like, I know what you're capable of. Let's not do this. And that's when Game had a meetup with the rest of G Unit and they worked shit out. Like, that's what he had said in that interview about what happened with the G Unit thing.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. History like tells the story. Like you look at any Eminem beef back in the day.
Let's ask Ja Rule what happened, shall we?
Yeah, because I haven't heard from him fucking since.
Or what's his name? Benzino. Let's ask him about
Benzino
what happened.
got it.
Let's ask Mariah Carey even. Let's ask her what happened with her. What happened with Nick Cannon? What happened?
That didn't even go anywhere. I don't even know why he opened his mouth. Cannabis.
What happened? Yeah, what happened with cannabis? What happened? So, and history will tell that if you bring up Haley, ask Ja Rule, what happened? What happened?
Mm-hmm.
You never negatively, in vain, bring up Eminem's daughter. Ever. Never happens.
And that actually gave me a lot more respect for M too, because if you notice in Killshot, he had an opportunity to talk about MGK's daughter, because MGK opened that door.
Well, and that's what M had actually.
M did not go there.
The only thing he had said, he's like, I don't want to take food out of another man's daughter's mouth. That's the only thing he said.
Yep.
Or reaching in another daughter's mouth, stealing food. Like, he doesn't want to do that. And he knows that. That's why he said that line. He's like, I'm not that person. I don't want to do that. But he said, but you fucked up. So, like, I have to do this now. You left me no choice. Fight. Like, Mortal Kombat type shit. Fight.
I just think the whole thing, like the way MGK looks at it, I just think it's so fucking backwards. Because in his diss track, he brought up something about how like M's fans discovered him.
I have more fans in your city. Was his exact line.
Well, that was M's line. I'm talking about MGK's
that was M's line. MGK had
said something about your fans discovered me.
Your fans discovered me.
But the thing about that, if you think about it, is like if you are actually like recognizing the fact that your part of your fan base is Eminem fans,
then why are you taking shots at the man like that?
Why the fuck are you dissing Eminem? Because now you're gonna make those fans not to choose a side.
Listen to you. They're not going to listen to him because a lot of MGK fans are diehard Eminem fans.
Exactly.
Because I'm a diehard Eminem fan, and I actually liked MGK when he first came out on the scene. His Lace Up project was actually pretty damn decent. I liked it. The kid has lyricism.
I'm not gonna lie. I used to love watching his freestyles on like
because
Tim
he's
Westwood
good
and like
those
radio stations. Exactly.
He's got lyricism.
But his last project just kind of lost me because that was going for radio hits, and I was just like, oh, there it is. He's going for the money now.
Are you kidding me? Bruh, don't turn into what you were rapping against. Don't do that.
That's what he did too.
And that's exactly what you did. Why did you do that? Why? That made me look at you and be like, you ain't nothing different than the shit that the media is blaring all over the radio stations. You're no different.
Yeah, when he started singing on auto-tune and that type of shit, I was just
You're
like,
no different.
He lost me.
Yep, I can't bump you no more, bro. I can't. You know who I can bump though? Rest in peace to the Bull, Mac Miller.
Oh,
Rest
man.
in peace. Man.
That was rough.
Man. That hurt me. Like, and I don't know Mac personally. I'm just going to say that now. But as a fan, that hurt me. It really did.
Yeah. For me, he was always like that smoking music, that chill vibe music.
And he got me through some tough times with shit. Like, a lot of his stuff got me through a lot of hard times. You know? Watching movies with no sound. I think that's what that was.
Yep.
That whole album, fucking love. That's exactly what that was for me. Love. Like, that shit was awesome. That got me through some shit. So, and then his most recent album, I think it's called Swimming Pools, where he talks about his addiction and shit. Heavy shit. Rest in peace to the bull, though, because he got taken way too early. He had a lot more to give to hip hop. So.
Also, it's sad though, just the way that whole situation went when they found him.
Yeah, I know.
They're saying that
it's Ariana's fault.
Well, no, not that. I don't even care about all that. I was actually talking about. They're pretty much thinking that someone was there when he overdosed, and they cleaned up the scene.
Yep.
So I was like, "Wow, that's fucked up," because they got an anonymous call hours later.
Yep. That's fucked up.
There was probably drugs and shit all around, and whoever found them didn't want that stuff in the media. So,
well, I mean, it's going to be in the media anyway because TMZ recorded it as an apparent overdose.
Yeah, once the whole toxicology report comes out, I mean, that shit's going to hit the papers.
Well, I mean, and he's been battling that for a really long time.
Right. I mean, a kid who dies that young, you automatically think drugs.
Oh yeah, that's what happened with Peep.
Yep.
As much as I didn't like Lil Peep's music, but that's what happened with him.
Yep.
So, like, I mean, that's what happened. I mean, that's the pain as a fan of an artist who dies never really goes away. Like, when Prodigy died, oh man, I bumped Mobb Deep for a month straight. Real shit. I got back into my old school shit with them. They were always on repeat. My Spotify would always be like suggested playlist. First thing that pops up is my Mobb Deep playlist. So like for a month straight, I was bumping nothing but Mobb Deep. So, and that's why
I remember when Chinks died. I was really.
Oh man.
I was pissed about that.
Yeah.
Another guy got taken way too early. He would have lit up the rap game if he never got involved with that fucking beef.
Yeah.
That's what happens though with rappers that stay in the streets while making good music.
Yep. If you're gonna do another career, you need to get out of that.
Yeah, because once you come out with a couple bangers and you're still in the streets, now you got a target on you at all times.
Well, I mean, and there are some of them that have just status or whatever that don't get fucked with, though. I mean, but they have like status though, because they give back to their city and everything else like that. So I mean, Trey the Truth is a prime example of that.
Well, the thing with Chinks was he was a straight drug dealer still.
Yeah,
he couldn't get out of that business.
No,
and it doesn't matter how much you put your city on. If you're still dealing drugs, there's going to be a rival drug dealer that you're not going to like you too much.
Nope.
And then you're going to worry about people that just want to rob you just to rob you.
Yep. You know who I have gotten into recently, and a lot of people don't like him? Post Malone. I don't like his mainstream shit.
You got into him recently?
Yeah, just recently. I never really liked him because the only music I heard from him was like White Iverson and Rockstar and like
those are the ones I liked, and then
I don't like
as he's progressing, I don't listen to him anymore.
No, I don't like it. The Beer Bongs and Bentleys album was dope. Like he's got a lot of good songs on there. I like his more personal things and relationship ones where he's talking about like heartache or whatever like that. Like And like Paranoid is my shit, Blame It On Me is my shit, Better Now is my shit, Over Now is my shit. Like I like his stuff where he's like talking about his feelings, or you know, like a fuck you song or something like that, because the way he goes about writing a song is something that I'm not used to seeing, and I find it interesting. So I really enjoy his hustle, is more along the lines of like why I like him now, because he'll do Party Banger song and then he'll follow it up with like, and it's fucking good. So like a couple of his party songs I don't mind, but a lot of them are I'm just not a fan, because it just sounds like everything that you hear on the radio. So
right.
But nah, he's good. I like him. I listen to him. I bumped him for like a week straight. I nearly fucking buried myself out with him. So, and I don't want to do that. So I had to stop listening to him for a while. But yeah, I wanted to do this podcast and talk about, you know, what we were going to do come next season for UWA, and get a little off topic from the wrestling, and talk about other things too.
It's never a bad thing.
No, never. It's always good to talk out of character and talk about certain shit, especially stuff that's been like bothering you or whatever. It's always good to get stuff off your chest. If you have something that's like just resting on your shoulders or whatever like that, and you feel like you need to get it up. That's what I do my podcast for. I talk shit. Like I like to get stuff off my chest. So I mean, whether if it's, you know, stuff that's going on in WWE 2K, which is mainly what we do, building storylines and everything else like that is all fun and game, and I love doing it. But I really do enjoy talking about other things too. So I believe that I'm gonna still do the UWA podcast, but come next season, I think I might start a personal one to actually talk about different subjects and broaden my horizon a little bit. So, man, I gotta give mad props to JM for that. So thank you for helping me, you know, out with that decision earlier before we started the podcast.
No, man, you definitely. I've always told you got the voice for it, so.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's just, you know, you don't want to sell yourself short. That's all. You don't want to restrict yourself to just one thing. You know what I mean,
right.
There's so many, you know,
other fucking topics I can talk about.
Yeah, you know, the way social media is expanded, you can find something to talk about new every single day.
Yeah, for sure. So, but I appreciate you coming through on the podcast again, man. It's always nice to have you here.
Yeah, no problem, man. Anytime you need me, you let me know.
Zoo, you know, it's always a pleasure.
Balls.
I can't with you. So we're gonna segue into our lovely outro. So we're gonna do it now. This has been another edition of the Underground Wrestling Alliance podcast. I am Chris Malenko, signing off with my fellow brethren to help me out today, Zoo and JM. Just remember that
I'm never gonna finish my Bandcamp story, am I?
No, I don't think so, bud. This has been Underground Wrestling Alliance. We are redefining extreme wrestling as you know it. The new land of extreme. Having our last show coming up within the hour to sign off for season 1 of UWA television. Thank you for all of your guys' support and whatever it is that we do. We hit 100 subscribers, so it's a good start for us. I'm very happy.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man. I'm excited for where we're going come next season. But thank you guys so much for all of your support and coming through and actually watching our shows and even when we're not live, all the other guys that come through and watch after we post, we appreciate y'all. We have a lot of loyal subscribers, and I'm very appreciative of everybody and all of the work that you guys put in as well. Messaging me, asking me about, you know, certain angles and rivalries, and people hit me up and ask me if they want to, you know, they want to join and everything. So we're expanding, guys. Be on the lookout for us. You know, we're gonna make waves.
I really want to know the Bandcamp story. Just let him know. I'll say it one day.
Yeah, just message the UWA page, and if you, I'll put up a poll. How about that? I'll put up a poll. Would you guys wanna see Zoo, or want to hear Zoo's Bandcamp story? And if yes gets majority vote, I will have Zoo do his embarrassing as fuck Bandcamp story for our podcast episode.
I don't even care. Once we go off air, he's telling me the goddamn story. So I want to know.
So make sure that you guys go ahead and give us a follow, UWA Wrestling _2K on Instagram. Give me a follow on my personal Instagram page, Strange Dabs. It's STRANGEDABZZZ. All one word. JM, go ahead and plug your Instagram, bud.
My personal is at the only JM. I no longer have the Commissioner JM one, but yeah, at the only JM. That's me. It'll look like a football fan page, but nope, that's my personal.
Awesome. Zoo, plug your lovely named Instagram page.
Oh, yeah. Mine is so lovely, you know. It's gonna be Zoo lit my balls, Z00 lit my balls, you know, with a Z at the end.
That's MABALLZ.
LLZ,
yes. Zoo Z00 lick. I'm sure you guys can figure that one out. M for Matthew, A, you know, A, BALLZZ on Instagram. So
on Instagram, yes.
This has been a lovely podcast, guys. Thank you for coming out. I appreciate y'all every single time that we get a chance to do one of these. So we're gonna get ready and get set up for the show. Nation. Yeah, Scumbag Nation. It's a movement.
It's a movement.
It's a movement. So excited. Make sure you guys tune in for our last show of the season. We're going to actually be off air for a month for show-wise, as we set up when 2K19 drops on October 9th. Because, you know, trying to rebuild everything is going to be a fucking hassle and a half. So make sure that you guys keep an eye out for UWA Podcast to get some content. Looking to have some guests on the show over the next month after tonight. We're still going to do the podcast weekly. Make sure you guys check that out. Make sure you guys check out the Instagram page for all updates. Make sure that you guys tune in for the draft. October. Let's do it October 10th, the day after 2K19 comes out. We'll do the draft October 10th, 2 weeks from today. So make sure you guys tune in for that. Talk to y'all later, though. See y'all here in about half an hour, 45 minutes. Adios, guys.